I'm taking this off because I'm like aggressively patterned and you aren't, and it's just like, wow, hi.
Aggressively patterned.
Yeah.
Aggressively patterned.
Aggressively patterned. There we go.
Oh, it's already recording.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can talk. This is like the beginning part that I include as a blooper.
Right.
Scouts here.
Did you not
everybody.
know all bloopers are like planned?
Hi.
We look so different compared to like our first collab.
Yeah, that was a time.
You were 16. I was 17.
Anyway,
Woo! Video!
video time.
Hi.
Kayden, what are we
Yes.
doing for our video today?
We are doing a long distance friends Q&A.
Because we are, in fact, long distance friends.
I see you like just like judging a little bit.
I'm not.
We know she's judging. We love a scout. Everyone deserves a scout.
Everyone deserves a scout. What the hell?
Everyone
are you talking
deserves
about?
Everyone
scout.
deserves a
You're-
scout. All right, what is question number 1?
It is. What was your first impressions of each other?
Okay, so I got a lot for a while of people sliding into the DMs being like, oh hey, we should be internet friends.
I never actually said that.
You never actually said that, which is why I liked you right off the bat. You seemed like you genuinely wanted to have conversations with me. You didn't seem like you were trying to be like, oh, you seem cool, like, we should be friends and you should shout me out. You never asked for shout outs or anything like that. Like, you genuinely just
Who
were
the
like...
fuck asked for shout-outs?
Lots of people.
I know lots of people have asked
so
me.
many people.
Ever since our first collab, people were asking me for like shout-outs.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you
Fair.
don't ask people for that. They'll give it to you if they want to.
Yeah, like you had basically established from the beginning, like, I want to talk to you as an individual, not as, you know, a label, a creator, or somebody who I want something from. Like, you established, like, we are equals and we are on the same level, and I, like, really appreciated that. And you just seemed like a genuinely nice human being, and we seemed to have a lot in common, which is why I was like, oh, I enjoy talking to this human.
Oh, yay.
It was good. It was good.
Oh. I just thought you were like way out of my league. You just seemed so cool. And
Which
then,
I
like,
find so hilarious.
What,
I find
like,
that
and I remember
ridiculously
being
hilarious.
afraid to message you because I'm like, shit, you're gonna think I'm just trying to be friends with you because now you have a following. Because like I found you the day before
I
you got a
never
shout out.
had a following though.
I thought like, oh no, you won't talk to me because you have all these other people probably doing the same thing. Because I found you a day before Allie gave you the shout out.
Yeah.
But I didn't like, I wasn't gonna be like, hey, let's be friends instantly. I was like, you know, I'm gonna work on this, like just follow and like interact with tweets and then
Which is
talk.
how you should make friends with people.
But I was just like, you're not gonna like me. You're just gonna think I'm another like person trying to like ask for a shout out. And I'm glad you didn't. Because now we're here. But yeah, that's our first impressions.
What is next?
It is. Number 2, how hard was it to be long distance friends? It was very when we got close.
Yeah, well, because when we weren't close, we would go probably spans of several weeks without talking. And so it was like a weird busy time. And so it's like we'd go probably like 3 weeks without
We
talking.
went like a couple months for a while.
But then it sort of became a thing where we realized that we were both busy and living our own lives, and so then when we would communicate,
yeah.
we would like make an extra effort to like catch up on each other's lives and all that stuff.
And it wasn't weird, which I think is cool. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
make it weird. It got harder over the years.
It got harder because we genuinely got to know each other. Because when you're talking to somebody on a computer screen, it's like, oh, you know, like maybe I'll miss talking to them, but there's a difference between missing somebody that you have like interacted with online and missing somebody that you've actually met and like spent time with and built memories with. Because then it's like you can really miss them as a person, if that makes sense. And I think after we met, we had that as sort of a new component in it.
And especially since we literally bonded, especially the last day of that first VidCon we hung out, because like we were both emotionally messed up. I remember walking away, like you went into your hotel room again, and I just cried and walked. I'm just like walking by children going to Disneyland for the first time in their life, and I'm sobbing. I'm just like, ah!
It's like you don't get that until you really know somebody and like really have met them and spent time with them.
You don't know how to miss someone you've never met.
Exactly.
And then when you meet them, it's just like, fuck, is this what I haven't had in my life? And you're just like, no, I need it. And it makes meeting up again like more special.
It does. So I think it's hard, but it depends on the situation. It can be varying levels of difficult. Can I read question number 3? What's your time difference?
It's 3 hours.
Literally 3 hours. It's not that bad.
She's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. It's not bad. But like still I'm used to it because like UK friends.
I do think that's really interesting though, because it's like for us the time difference isn't as bad because we both have other international internet friends. Like, I have a
Yeah.
lot of friends in Europe, you have friends in, like, Australia. Compared to them, and compared to, like, interacting with them, ours doesn't seem bad at all
Well,
for
yeah.
either of us. We're, like, 3 hours? Like, we talk to people that are 10 hours, 9 hours.
Like,
so.
they're in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
So I think for some people, they'd probably be like, wow, that's, like, a huge difference, like, 2 different coasts. But we're, like, we've seen worse. Yeah, like, you get used to them.
Yeah,
And
you're just like, oh, you should go to bed. It's like, almost bedtime for you. It's like, dude, you just woke up. I'm like, yeah, but go to bed.
yeah,
Bedtime for
literally,
you. Like,
literally. It's like you
fuck.
get into a rhythm with people, like, hold the book. Be like,
librarian.
how do you make sure you stay in touch?
Don't be annoying, but like literally just message them.
Yeah, and it doesn't have. I almost think it's worse when people are like, okay, we have to make sure we talk every day, like once a day or I think that's putting so much pressure on people. Like, you have to understand that everybody has a life and everybody's busy, and if you try to hold yourself to something as strict as like an everyday schedule or something, or like maybe you do, you know, make sure it's twice a week.
Do what you do with your normal friends.
Yeah.
Literally, it's just like
It doesn't have to be like some big crazy thing.
And you
can
can
send
call.
a meme. You can send something funny you found on Instagram.
yeah, and like like make a plan. Like if you want to like hang out, like call.
Yeah.
And just like do what you normally do at home, but have them on a call.
And I think it's also nice sometimes to just do that random thing where you'll be like, hey, this is random, but like, I love you, I hope you're having a good
Yeah.
day. And like, just leave it at that. Like, just to know that like you're thinking about each other and
Yeah.
you acknowledge that you're there and you're making like a quick little connection. Like, I think that's cool.
Just like how you would with a normal friend. Just add a little more to it because you don't see each other in person.
Yeah. And have like sort of the mutual trust that it's like, because it's easy to fall into the, oh my god, they don't want to talk to me, like they haven't talked to me in a while.
And
like,
we've had that.
We've totally had that, but it's like we kind of came to the mutual understanding that's like we both do that, but we both do want to keep in touch with each other.
Yeah, I can actually say I know you don't hate me.
Yeah, same. Like, I know that if we don't talk, like, it's nothing personal. It's like we're both busy or something.
Yeah, so, like,
so
I'm just like, okay, cool. You don't hate me. Bring up
life,
things that you
then.
think is an issue, because like every relationship needs communication, not just romantic. Like everything,
please
every
communicate.
single relationship needs
Please
communication.
communicate. I can't stress this enough.
Next question: how long have you guys been friends for? November 2016.
November 2016. Yeah. So that's what, like, almost 2.5.
It's like 2.5 years.
2.5 years, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, we've almost like just been friends for 3 years, man.
Ah, that's crazy.
And we've met 3 times. Is communicating hard? Is it difficult?
Is it difficult? I don't think so. But I think we're also, like, some people strictly communicate on, like, one platform.
True.
And I think that can make it a little hard.
For us, we literally have every single piece of social media.
Yeah,
for
we have
each other.
social media, we have our phone numbers.
Like,
But we worked up to that point. Like, for
Yeah.
a while, we
Just
did
Twitter and
not
Instagram.
have everybody's everything.
Yeah.
But that does make it a little harder, because it's like, if you don't have somebody's everything, then it's like, if they aren't answering on Twitter, maybe they just aren't checking Twitter that day.
what was easy for us is like we both. Well, you did YouTube. I was like trying to get back into it,
Mhm.
and so like we knew we had other social media.
I think it probably was harder at first, but once you actually spend a lot of time getting to know somebody, you kind of acquire various ways to keep in touch.
Anytime we wanted to talk, it was
It
Twitter.
was through Twitter.
But
yeah,
now it's
for
like
sure.
whatever platform we're on at the moment, we
Or
want to
like
talk.
several, or
We'll have like multiple conversations on multiple
on like
platforms
multiple platforms
at the same time.
Or we'll be like FaceTiming and like texting each other things on Instagram, and it's like,
yeah,
it's a great time.
and then like our
It's a
group
great
chats are
time.
busy too, so it's just like fun.
So-
Hi, number 7. Why you both so cute?
I don't know. Are we really? Like I know you are. Look at that cute. Look at her.
Wrong
Next question.
answer. You both are adorable. That's it.
Fuck off, Scott.
Leave. Bye.
Oh,
Love
bye.
you.
Okay.
You need it. It's been fun. It's been real.
I'm just gonna eat cereal like really loud in the background now, so thanks.
Question number 8. How do you know if you're being persistent in a friendship or if they just don't like you? I feel like this is something that is a really fine line. And I've seen, like, both sides of it, and it's such a weird thing to navigate. I've had people who I could tell really wanted to be my friend, but not, like, for the best reasons.
Yeah.
And they didn't really ease into it. They would just kind of, like, reply to all my stories and stuff like that, and then kind of just come out with, like, I think you're cool. I think we should try being friends. And while I totally appreciate that, I think it's something that can be a little forced then, when it's like, okay, you want to be my friend, I guess we're friends now? Like, that's not something that has happened super organically, and because of that, I don't know if that would ever be the best friendship. Like, maybe it could be.
It's one of those relationships that you can't ask if it can be. It just is.
Yeah, you just have to see if it is. But I also think it is important to understand signs. If you're trying to be friends with somebody and you're replying to all their stories and doing all this stuff and they don't seem like they're reciprocating,
and they don't like respond,
and they don't that is kind of a line of you've been being really persistent and they aren't reciprocating, so it's probably time to stop. But that can be hard to navigate, but it's like you don't want to, you know, keep pushing something like that, because that can turn into.
And who knows, maybe if you calm down from that, you could become friends.
Yeah,
there's never like you're gonna be friends or you're never gonna be friends.
Yeah, I think it's important to learn to walk that line, and I always think it's better to be safe than sorry, and like if somebody isn't responding, just back off maybe a little bit and then kind of see what happens next, and like maybe they were just busy and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I was just going through a weird time, and then like it'll be fine.
Next question, how do you safely make friends online? I've had a lot of friends on the interwebs because I've been on YouTube since I was 6.
Kayden is an old pro. Philester
Who's
more like Kayden.
I've only met like 2 or 3 online friends. Before I've met anyone in person, I make sure I've either like had them do personal videos for me or we've called on FaceTime or Skype. That gives you proof that like they're an actual person. So I always like make sure like I've talked to them for a very long time. You gotta be careful with like how you approach it and how fast you do it. Make sure you prove that they're a real person. Just make sure you can Skype them.
And I think it's also important, if you are gonna meet somebody, do it in a public place, specifically maybe even like a place where you're with other people.
Yeah, because
If
we
at
met
all
at
possible.
VidCon.
We met at VidCon. I was with a friend that I
was
knew
with a
well.
friend.
You were with a friend. And that's just sort of a good rule of thumb with like any stranger you're meeting. Like, make sure it's in a public place, and even better if you have somebody.
And if someone's not with you, make sure someone knows where you are.
Yeah, knows where you are, knows who you're meeting, knows the story.
Here's my legs.
She has legs.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Last question. Is the way you act around each other different in real life than in like online?
I feel like it's kind of a layered question.
It is, because it depends on the phase you are in your relationship.
It depends on the phase, it depends on who you are as people, it probably depends on where you're meeting.
I think it's about us personally.
It's very personal.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were very different online when we first met.
Yeah, very much so.
But we were also just very different people because, like, we were both, like, high schoolers.
Yeah.
We were both discovering who we were.
Like, we both take a little bit to warm up to new people.
Yes.
So it's like, it's so easy to have confidence online, and you know, you've been talking to somebody for ages, so you're comfortable sort of within that realm, and then suddenly you're in this whole
You're in the physical realm, and it's just
dimension, and it's like, whoa. And so I think that can be a little hard because you have to adjust to talking to somebody in real life.
I definitely text different than I am like a person.
Yeah.
We only knew like how we were in text. And I thought you were like a cool person in text. I literally thought you were
What's
confident.
wrong being confident?
And then I met you in person, and I'm just like, yeah, you ain't confident. You hate yourself.
It's great. We love depression.
Self-esteem. Who is she?
Who is she? I don't know. When will my motivation return from the war? It's just been so long.
But now I think we're very the same in person online.
Yeah, because we
met each
blurred
other.
the lines between internet friendship and real life friendship.
Well, anyway, that is it for the questions that you guys are sending them on Instagram.
Thank you for not just leaving us completely hanging, except for you Twitter people. You guys can be...
That is it. I hope you guys have had a lovely day. If not, tomorrow will be better, and I will see you guys when I see you again. Bye!
Bye! Bye, bye, bye!
Okay, bye. See you.